very good afternoon from a very damp and a very good afternoon from a damp and grey Curtin University. A very good afternoon from a damp and grey Curtin University. We've just had a thunderstorm pass by as we're about to get this round 7 match in the women's competition underway in the Premier 1 grade. It will be Curtin University taking on WASPS. And if we look at the league ladder at the moment, well, Curtin University sitting second on the ladder. WASPS, the defending champions at the moment, sitting second last in 9th place out of 10 teams. So they'll be looking to try and get a victory today and just climb out of that cellar dweller position and further up the ladder so that they might be around the finals positions when it matters at the end of the season. Well, as we have done in several matches, we've managed to catch up with players from the teams. And this week we're catching up with Chantal Chalela from Curtin University, who at the moment is still leading the goal-scoring charts in the Premier 1 division. Well, Chantal, good start to the season, and once again you're amongst the goals. It seems like goal-scoring comes to you fairly naturally.
Well, look, I think it's a credit to our girls. They just give it to me in the right spot, and obviously being a striker, I just try and do my best, and sometimes just being in the right place at the right time just falls for me. So yeah.
How much has it helped though having a fairly settled team at Curtin?
Oh, I think it definitely helps. I think you adapt to the way that certain girls play. And I think that's really a testament to like all the girls and the way that we've sort of come together over the years.
Do you feel as well, because if you look at various teams, goal scoring now is getting harder and harder, the defences are getting better, that if you can continually score, your chances of moving up and representing WA and maybe even the Hockey Roos is a chance?
Oh, for myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, look, I think I'm almost 32, so I think my days of that is definitely done. I think it's just great to get out there with the girls, and as a senior player, try and help them with that. I think look, I just doing it to enjoy it as well. So and I think that's the most important thing. So,
how do you like being one of the senior players and having that added responsibility of inspiring the younger players around you?
Yeah, look, I enjoy it, but I also sort of like to take that back step as well, and just see the way that they sort of like to go about things, but also be there, in the times where you do need to give the support and encouragement.
How difficult is it getting that blend just right so that you can go all the way and win a championship?
Well, it's been a while since we've been in that position. I think definitely it's, just trying to find that consistency all year through, whether that is, on the field and off the field. I think that's really important. But we're only a few games in, but I think, definitely we've seen some really, really good things, but, there's definitely lots that we can work on.
If you think you're going to be in the mix, who do you see as your biggest threats?
Well, look, I actually think, what Katie said, I think that definitely it's going to be a close year. And I think, it could probably go either way. So, no one at the moment. So, I haven't sort of watched too many teams, but, I think it's definitely going to come down to the wire.
And in the meantime, you just keep scoring goals.
Well, I'll definitely try.
Well, thanks for your time and all the best for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Well, a really good spirited Chantal Chalela there, and she feels that her opportunity to play at a higher level has passed her by. But I must admit, I was joking with her before the game today, saying that you're never too old if you believe it. And she was saying that maybe her fitness isn't quite what it is today. And I have to say, one of her teammates said she could still outrun me, which I'm not going to dispute that. I'm sure she could. But anyway, it's time to turn our attention to the team lineups for this match. And the players to look out for, really, for Curtin University. For me, Chantal, Chalella has to be one of the players to look out for, as she's the leading goal scorer in the competition. Rusbrook, wearing the number 9, also is another key player for them. Kirsty Denning, along with her sister Kate Denning, will be other players that will be key for Curtin University. But also Blair Beard from number 8 will be dangerous from penalty corners. Turning our attention to the Wesley lineup, well, Ash Barbetti seems to always have a good game when we're here live streaming the games. Catherine Slattery, their captain, she will also be a key component. She's up amongst the leading goal scorers at the moment as well, and having just returned from the California Cup where she was victorious playing for Jamie Dwyer Hockey, so she'll be really fired up to get another victory today. And another key player, in my opinion, is the player coach Kyra Flynn. Well, Curtin University are coached by Kate Denning, although it is her mum who will be barking the orders from the sideline, Elspeth Denning. And of course, Elspeth Denning was a key player and won the Olympic gold medal back in 1988 in Seoul, Australia's first ever hockey gold medal. And a player coach for Wesley is Kyra Flynn. Our umpires for this match are Kimberly Todd and Tracy Fowley over from New Zealand. I'm Ashley Morrison, looking forward to bringing you the action from Curtin University and the Perth Hockey Stadium. What is a very wet day at the moment. We've been warned there might be some hail coming our way, but we're hoping that it will go around the university. And you'll probably hear the wind is blowing in my microphone. It is a very blustery, wet day. But hopefully it will be the hockey that will warm us today and give us something to enjoy. So both teams just going into one final huddle, which gives me a chance to acknowledge our sponsors. And that is FMG, the new force in iron ore. Ausdrill bringing more to mining. Danks Furniture, proudly Western Australian. And Tiger Turf, 3 different systems, along with Kookaburra Hockey's #1 partnership. All of these sponsors making the live stream of the games from the WA Hockey Premier 1 possible. I think there might have been one change to one of the team numbers. We'll try and find out who that was a little bit later. So it is Curtin University in the orange. Of course, Wasps, the defending champions. They were back-to-back champions or premiers in the last 2 seasons, but at the moment sitting 9th out of 10 teams. They're going to have a really hard slog to get up the ladder and make sure that they can defend their title at the end of the season. So Curtin University get us underway. And can they continue their winning ways? They've had a really good start to the season. Just lost the 2 games so far. That was against Vic Park Panthers and also to North Coast Raiders. The wind is blowing very strongly into one of our microphones here. I do apologise for that, as the possession is won by Kyra Flynn. Tries to play it forward. It's intercepted well, though, by Tanya Storer. Just taking her eye off the ball at the vital moment. Played all the way back to Lizzie Duguid. Uses her foot and just pushes it out over the side. Curtin already looking to go straight on to the attack, and the ball, free hit going to Chalella just outside the circle. Curtin trying to weave their way forward with Archer. Sienna Archer just forced back from the baseline. Looked as if she found her foot, so it'll be a free hit to Curtin. Archer takes it, self-passes. Of course, the ball must go the 5 metres. Now she feeds the ball backwards. It was kept in play well by Branley. Archer involved again. Good defensive play, though, coming from Wasps, and in particular, Hannah Graham. Well, that was good work from Endo, but she's given it away, and now the chance to come forward with Kirsty Denning. Denning just showed too much of the ball as Wasps now carry out a defence. And that was really good work in the end by Erin Flynn. And there's a chance now for Wasps with Slattery on the ball. She looks up, plays it in. And it was a good run into the D coming from Melissa Luff, but unfortunately she couldn't get a touch, and it goes harmlessly over the baseline. You just look at Wasps this season, and they've conceded 11 goals, and only managed to have 2 wins and 1 draw from their 6 games, and you just wonder how much the presence of Ellie Ogilvie in the back line has missed, because she's obviously expecting a baby in the next couple of weeks. And we wish her and Simon Orchard, her husband, all the very best and hope everything goes well for their first child, as it comes wide again to Archer, and she just pushed that too far ahead of Ruisbrook. Brought down well. Chance now for Lily Petterson. Petterson just laying it back. Brook, a little bit of space, so the Netherlands and the Germans combining. Ruisbrook, lovely run towards the circle. Very well-timed tackle, though, stopping her getting inside the circle. That tackle coming in the end from Kyra Flynn, leading by example. Flynn on the ball again. Pushes it forward. Good lead, but good defensive work, stopping the ball going through to Hannah Graham cleanly. Rena Endo leaving the ball behind. Mackenzie Palmer plays it forward, but easily intercepted in the end by Branley. Branley goes infield. Good intercept this time from Wasps, and in particular Anna Buzzico. Annie Buzzico, rather, not Anna. She's the brother of Lachlan Buzzico, who's represented the Boroughs, the under-21 Australian side. Player that has been earmarked for a bright future. We'll just have to see how far his career progresses. That just went off the foot, unfortunately, of Hannah Graham. Rolls nicely into the path of the Curtin players, but unfortunately it goes out of play from Petterson's stick. Good turn coming from Palmer. Free hit, there goes the way of Chilela. Chantal Chilela at the moment with 8 goals, 7 field goals and 1 penalty corner to her credit. Kirsty Denning plays it square along the back line to Blair Beard. Blair Beard with the long white sleeves. Beard in close attention to Slattery. Slattery, though, managed to just pull away and create some space for herself to turn. Beard, though, gave chase, commits the foul, free hit Wasps. So almost 5 minutes gone, no clear-cut opportunities as yet for either side, as that was just lifted into the circle by Kyra Flynn. She played it into the turf and then just made it dangerous. That's a good collection there, wide from Sophie Johnston. Brooke now bursting forward. Johnston plays it square, that was well read. Didn't fall quite as kindly for Wasps as they were hoping, but they've come up with the ball again. Good pass forward to Slattery. Slattery played it onto the foot, the advantage being paid, and a chance now for Anjali McGrath. And that's a good ball from Endo, looking for the run from Slattery. It wasn't Endo, my apologies, it was Erin Flynn. It was Erin Flynn who actually won possession initially in the midfield. Good run forward from her in support. So certainly both teams moving the ball and keeping moving. It is a chilly day here today. As I mentioned, we had a rainstorm just before play, and there's a lot of concern as the rain was really belting down. It stopped just before the girls came out for their warm-up. Flynn concedes the free hit. The ball played square now to Sienna Archer and continues out across the field and out of play. Una Endo self-passes from the side. Didn't really get the direction that she wanted on that pass, and it's stolen back, and Annie Gibbs carries forward, but she loses out this time to Kyra Flynn. A lot of turnovers at the moment for both sides in this match. And another misdirected pass sees possession given back to Curtin University. Sarah Burns. That was good running by her, just keeping the ball well ahead of herself. Ruisbrook now on the left-hand side. Into the circle she goes. A strong challenge, and too strong, and we've got the first penalty corner of the match. Bree Johnson just going in with the stick and finding the stick rather than the ball. So Curtin with the first penalty corner of the match, and making her way forward is Blair Beard, number 8 for Curtin. Big question is, can they open the scoring at the halfway point in this first quarter? Making her way down to the baseline to inject is Kirsty Denning. Beard is at the top of the circle. Doing the stopping for her is Sarah Burns. Burns stops. Beard, it was just pushed to the side now. Rursbrook shoots. Duguid, good save into the pads and kicks it away at the second attempt. Endo helps out. And Wasps have actually cleared their lines well. They've got the chance now to counter-attack. Good structure by them. And just not controlled by Anjali McGrath when she needed to be absolutely perfect. And so it's carried forward in the end by Annie Gibbs. Gibbs in turn manages to find Burns again. Burns plays it towards the circle. Good intercept. Running back coming from captain or player coach rather, Kyra Flynn. Rursbrook just managed to get her feet out of the way. Chased all the way, but into the circle she goes, and it ricochets up off her stick. So it will be a free hit to Wasps. So they'll be pleased that they've withstood that little bit of pressure and the penalty corner. Endo given a rather difficult ball to control and is forced backwards. She manages to keep possession, turns and fires it up the middle. That's a nice ricochet that will fall kindly for Keely Heberton. Keely Heberton, one of the new young faces wearing the colours of Wasps, just 18 years of age, as Brooke tries to bait forward again. It's Kyra Flynn, brilliant tackle from her, and this time it's Rursbrook who is penalised as the rain begins to fall once more here at the Perth Hockey Stadium, and hopefully it is just a passing shower. So possession now back with Curtin as they go on the search for the opening goal. Through the middle, looking for Rursbrook. It's going to break kindly, but shot just going wide on the turn from Chelsea Turner. Wasps having to self-pass, and Flynn given a tricky ball. She fights back to get it. It's won back though by Curtin. Lovely skills into the circle and good defence coming across in the end from Buzzico. It was a really good break forward from, I think it was Annie Gibbs that was bursting into, no, it wasn't Annie Gibbs, my apologies. It was actually Katie Clark, the captain of Curtin, wearing the number 13 shirt. So Wasps under pressure as we're about to enter the final 5 minutes. Played to the back post, it's not cleared, and Duguid comes off a line, smothers the ball, and a penalty corner is conceded. Well, Duguid knew that she was never going to be able to clear that one, so she just had to kill the ball and concede the penalty corner and hope that her defence can stand firm with this penalty corner. But it just ran all the way through, and then it was not brought under control by Ash Barbetti. So this time to inject again, we have Kirsty Denning. Stopping this time is Sienna Archer. Blair Beard, top of the circle. Let's wait for the whistle. The whistle is blown. Instead this time they go directly to Rursbrook. Keeps the shot low, but it goes past the left-hand post. Took a slight deflection off a Wasp stick, so will be a long corner directly opposite where the ball went out of play. Taken quickly by Beard. Archer into the circle it goes. Did that clip a foot of Kyra Flynn? No, it was off the stick. Another long corner conceded by Wasps. This is sustained pressure. Branley over the ball now for Curtin. Goes back to Beard. Rain continues to fall and the wind continues to blow across the field. Good ball to the top of the circle and into the circle go Curtin, and Duguid again. Perfectly placed to just clear that, well balanced. Shot didn't really have a great deal of venom in it, but she did well and had to make sure she cleared the trouble. Archer Comes again back to Beard. At the moment, Curtin have set up camp inside Wasps half. Into the circle it goes once more, trying to turn to get the shot away. Lovely turn and just a little flick, and unfortunately for Curtin, the shot went wide off the post, but it was good play once more coming from Katie Clark. Katie Clark, who was born in Guildford in England, but is certainly very much a West Australian these days. Started her hockey with Willerton, who of course merged with Alder Quinians, and here come Wasps. Well, wouldn't it be against the run of play if they stole the lead? Desperate tackling inside the circle and trying to get a shot away as Melissa Luff. Curtin will come out with the ball in the end. Good defensive play from Kirsty Denning. I felt there could have been a foul inside the circle. It wasn't paid towards Wasps, but no complaints from the players. It was good to see. So another free hit won by Wasps. Flynn plays it forward. Slattery came forward to collect. Looks to take on Beard. Beard did well to just knock the ball away from Slattery. Well, I was going to say it'll find her again, but that was good defence that time from Kirsty Denning, just coming across and stopping that getting through. So it's still Wasps on the attack. Slattery winding back the clock. She may not be involved at the moment with international hockey, but still has a hunger. It's ricocheted. It's gone in off the foot, though, so it won't count. And the whistle had gone before, I think just as the ball hit the foot rather than as it crossed the line. That was unfortunate for Wasps and in particular for Hannah Graham. And now here come Curtin again. Sarah Burns plays the short pass. Desperation coming back. They did well to stop Chilela getting a shot away. Shake of the head from Chantal Chilela. She doesn't believe she committed the foul. Certainly watching that turn of pace. As I said, we were joking before the game that she could outrun me. I think there's no doubt she could. And here come Wasps. Slattery with a shot. It's saved. Rebound comes back, and unfortunately again it just didn't fall for Anjali McGrath. And she couldn't get the rebound past Ruby Tompkins. So Wasps have actually had a couple of good opportunities. Saying that, Lizzie Dogood has had a couple of good saves to make at the other end. Katie Clark bursting forward now for Curtin. What a pass to Russ Brook. Just Dogood to beat Dogood off a line brilliantly. Well, that was superb. She saw the danger as Rursbrook received the ball at the top of the circle, immediately accelerated off her line and timed her tackle to perfection. Lizzie Dogood, who hails originally from Darwin, used to play for the Waratahs club up there ever since her early years when she first started playing the game. Into the circle it goes. It's going to break again for Rursbrook. Brook tries to create some space, but she manages to find a foot. And it's a penalty corner, a third penalty corner for Curtin with 30 seconds or so left on the clock. Can they take the lead here in this final minute of the first quarter? Denning strides down to the baseline. Burns waits to stop, and Beard again at the top of the circle. Dogood marshalling her troops behind the goal line. Comes out, it's stopped well. There Beard strikes, good running by the first runner, good block as well. So it was good work initially by Ash Barbetti. And now a chance to break forward. Erin Flynn smashes that one forward. Good touch there. And a chance for Luff. Luff is going to turn, Luff is going to score. Well, with 12 seconds left against the run of play. It is indeed Wasps who take the lead, and it was a really good touch from Anjali McGrath. And Wasps it is who in fact take the lead right at the end of the first quarter. Well, what a break forward. The hooter has gone, and we are going into the first break. but all the pressure coming from Curtin University. But in the end, it is Wasps who score with seconds left on the clock. So at the first break, it is Curtin University 0, Wasps 1. Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium as the players make their way out for the second quarter. And what an end to the first quarter. So much pressure applied by Curtin University, but it was Wasps who took the lead in the 15th minute. Great pass by Erin Flynn, picking out Anjali McGrath, and her first time pass was a good one. And Melissa Luff still had plenty to do, but did what she was asked to do and managed to get a goal as we wait for Curtin to get the second quarter underway. It'll be interesting to see how they respond. Endo gets the free hit. Again, we apologise for a little bit of interference, but the wind very strong here today, blowing into our microphones. I'd like to thank the sponsors again: FMG, Osdrill, Danks Furniture and Tiger Turf, along with Kookaburra, for their continued support of the live stream of these Premier 1 grade matches in men and women. As we break forward now, we see Branley, good run from her, but good work as well in the defence from Wasps as they try to play out now. Endo just out-muscled there by Pettersson. Archer, lovely skills, just dinked the ball into the turf to get it over the stick, found a foot, and has a penalty corner been given, or is it a free hit? I think just outside. Oh no, it is a. Well, in fact, the umpires are conferring. A penalty corner was given, and Wasps weren't too sure about that. So we'll just see if the penalty corner stands. It is indeed going to stand. So Curtin with a really good opportunity now to get back on level terms in this, the first minute of the. Oh, in fact, no, they have changed their minds again. So it's going to be a bully. Although these days the attempt at a bully off is quite dreadful. It's incredible how you take one part out of a game and no one knows how to do it. I personally would be one who would like to see the bully back in hockey to start matches. I think it was something that was unique about the game. Just as you see, scrums are unique in rugby. So Curtin, can they find a way back? Goals have been pretty easy for them to score so far this season. They've scored 16 in 6 matches. That's the second highest. Only Westside Wolves have had more, with 18 goals. And that was ricocheted into Sienna Archer, up her stick. It's going to go all the way through. Annie Bazico firing that one away from the defensive zone of Wasps, and who can blame her? They've been under a lot of pressure at the back. There's some good defensive work being done though. Mackenzie Palmer stepping up already in this match. That's a good steal again by Luff. Luff bursting forward now. Looking for Slattery. She finds her. Slattery, can she get a shot on the reverse? Good defence coming from Denning. Slattery tries to turn it. Ricochets up and eventually is kicked clear by Ruby Tompkins. Endo rushes across to take the ball from the side. Feeds it to Slattery. Edge of the circle. Slattery turns, but it'll be a long corner going off the stick of Sarah Branley. Mackenzie Palmer self passes, then is happy to go back into the defensive line of Bree Johnston. Carried forward this time by Buzzico, played out wide. Luff collects and reaching through the legs of Luff, and penalised in the end was Tanya Storer. She wasn't happy with the decision at all. And that's well read again. Good defensive play coming from Branley. Brooke, that was good play by her, just dinking the ball past Buzzico, continuing her run as well. Brooke, one hand on the stick. And it's been stolen away. Here's a great chance. Duguid again comes off her line to prevent the shot going towards goal from Katie Clark. So Brooke and Katie Clark combining well, as now it's Slattery on the attack for Wasps. Well, Wasps have really used the counter-attack brilliantly in this match so far. Comes to Slattery again, this time from Erin Flynn. Erin Flynn's pass was the one that led to the goal. Said you should look out for her sister in this game, but to be honest, it's Erin who's having a really good game so far. The younger of the two sisters has played in the Australian Hockey League for the WA Diamonds. Because Kyra Flynn and her sister both actually had a spell playing for Curtin. So that was lifted into the air and creating danger, so free hit to Wasps. They just need to dictate the pace as much as they can. Pleased to say the rain has stopped again. But it is a damp grey afternoon. Floodlights are on. And there's plenty of people hugging cups of coffee down below us. Few beanies on the heads as well of the keen supporters of both clubs. Must admit, I saw a lady with a cardboard box on her head earlier today. Never seen that before. So here they come again. Tanya Storer plays it quickly down the left-hand side, and just a little bit too much pace on that pass from Katie Clark. Maybe the captain just feeling they've got to make things happen and just pushing it a little bit harder than necessary. And that was good pressure. Ruisbrook just closing down and then not going for the pass. And Wasp, I think, thought she was going to try and intercept. She's on the ball now. Well, that's given us off the feet. Ruisbrook, did she go 5 meters? No, I don't think she did either. I think that was about 3.5. But then she is a tall woman with long legs, so maybe what I think is 3.5 is about 5 to her. Coming out of defence, Bree Johnson plays it wide again, and it's very intricate. Well, that was good from Endo in the end. A little bit fortunate and clever play coming from Mackenzie Palmer, just to play it onto the foot. Lovely turn of pace and good skill being shown by Kyra Flynn. Looks for Slattery. Slattery, one hand on her stick, brought that under control brilliantly. And that was another free hit earned by Erin Flynn. Self passes, gets on with it quickly into the circle. It goes, ricochets up into the body of Slattery, so it'll be a penalty corner, the first of the match for Wasps. Curtin have had 3 penalty corners so far. Imagine if Wasps convert from their very first and go out to a 2-0 lead. Wasps lost last week, 1-0 to North Coast Raiders. They've been on a pretty good run before that, in that they'd won their last 2 games against Old Aquinians and managed to defeat top of the table Suburban Lions. At top of the circle now is Kyra Flynn, with Slattery doing the injecting. So Slattery, out it comes, Kyra Flynn. Looking for a deflection, and the deflection comes from Endo, and they have indeed got a second goal. So really well-worked penalty corner routine from Wasps. I think everyone thought it was going to go to Slattery, and Flynn just pushed it down the middle, and Rena Endo was there, and she got the touch, and it is 2-0 now to Wasps. Well, this is a bit of an upset. I'm sure Curtin would have thought that they were going to march to victory, because still a long way to go in this match. So Wasps, 1 penalty corner, 1 goal. And Curtin, 2 goals down. Great ball again to Rursbrook. Good tackle as well, though, coming from Bree Johnson. If you look at the matches between these two teams in recent years, if you look last year, Curtin won 4-0 and 8-1 against Wasps, who went on to win the Premiership. And if we go back a year, they had a 2-all draw, and a 3-all draw. So usually plenty of goals in these matches when these two meet. And it's proving that there's goals here today as well. Carried forward well by Sophie Johnston, feeding it into the path in the end of Chelsea Turner. Turner just rolling the ball back. It's a free hit, free from the side. I think she threw the ball thinking it was a long corner. Now there's no ball down by the corner. Oh, great skills along the baseline from Archer. Archer finds a foot, and it is another penalty corner for Curtin this time. This is one they need to convert. We've still got 7.5 minutes till half time. Clock continues to count down actually on the scoreboard. It's finally, no, it's still going down. And of course it should be stopped for the penalty corner. Beard waiting at the top of the circle. Out it comes. Rursbrook again. Low down reverse stick shot. Cut out brilliantly by Cara Flynn. So Wasps survive again. Just feel that maybe the delivery to Rursbrook is just not happening as Pedersen put under pressure. Oh, that's a lovely pass inside the circle, but unfortunately missed the stick, caught the foot. Unfortunate there. That was good running by Chelsea Turner into the space. And that time just missed down the side from Ella Munro, coach's daughter. She's played for the state under-15s and under-16s, Ella Munro, just still 16 years of age. Pedersen trying to weave a little bit of magic. Kept control well, and real determination coming in from Hannah Graham. Although Graham is penalised, shake of her head as she sees the decision went against her. Denning plays on quickly, deflected out over the side by Wasps. Lovely pass again, and Archer into the circle, goes the reverse stick, got underneath that, and unfortunately it was off target. Sienna Archer showing plenty of enterprise. She's only ever played her hockey for Curtin, despite being born in Kalgoorlie, having moved to Perth. And of course her goal, I'm sure, will be the Junior World Cup. She's hoping that she might be able to force her way into the selectors' minds for that. Certainly if she continues to make breaks along the baseline the way she has in this match, just needs to get the final product, the pass or the shot, forcing a save. Branley bursting forward, but good defence this time coming from McGrath. Just taken away, kept in play superbly by Buzzico. And she just pushes it up the side. Another ball from the side. It comes back now into the defensive line for Blair Beard. Endo intercepting. Petterson rather, trying to steal it back. Endo got it back off her. Nice little touch, just taking it over the side and breaking up the attack from Tanya Storer. It was actually more important than it looked, because there was a good break on for Wasps had that pass found its mark. Buzzicko deflected up that time and creating danger off the stick of Sophie Johnson. Another one of the players from the southwest of the state. So they're beginning to produce a lot of talent from that past. Sophie Johnson, 20 years of age, born in Bunbury, played a hockey with Boyanap Hockey Club, and then came up to represent Curtin. Certainly you feel that the southwest of Western Australia and the Geraldton area are really beginning to produce some very talented players, and it's great to see determination coming forward from Cara Flynn. She lost out in that challenge, and Curtin coming forward, but Flynn coming back. It was good play from Annie Gibbs. Gibbs carries on quickly, plays it into the circle. Good work coming back though by Wasps and stealing possession back. And just losing out, although the free hit is going to go the way of Wasps. It was a really good defensive tackle come from Mackenzie Palmer that broke up that attack. Mackenzie Palmer now just flicking it over the top. Trying to cut infield was Flynn. She was slowed down by Sarah Brantley, but fairly, say the umpires, as Sienna Archer collects again. Cuts infield. Archer tries to take on Luff. Forced to go backwards and having to go out towards the side. Now she's hemmed in. Two Wasps players there, but their defensive work illegal, according to the umpires. 2.5 minutes left in the first half as the ball comes wide again to Brantley. Plays it down the line, and a chance now for Sarah Burns to break forward. Burns into the circle it goes. It's a great opportunity. Do good well. She was helped out by a defence. And Chalala was there lurking, ready to pounce. Competition's leading goal scorer, and here they come again. Denning into the circle it goes. Rursbrook trying to break through. That was lifted into the shins. Very good play defensively. Well, there's no doubt that Erin Flynn is having a real mountain of a game today. She's been involved in all the best attacks for Wasps, and there she was again helping out the defence. It's a harmless ball forward. As the rain starts to tumble again. I'm sure the players won't mind if they can get through the final minute and a half or so to half time, and then they can just watch the rain fall for the next 5 minutes while it then stops for the second half. They'll be very happy. Blair Beard looking to try and get the ball forward. Can Curtin find a goal before half time? Lost possession again, and that's just given straight away way back to Curtin. Brantley underhit her pass, gives it back to Wasps. Slattery now collects, looks to cut infield, slipped under the challenge from Sophie Johnston. Erin Flynn south passes, takes it a few paces, feeds it to Slattery. Slattery on the reverse, cross the face of goal. Good save from Tompkins, back to Slattery though. Slattery's still trying to keep it alive. Tompkins kicks it clear. Luff though. Luff then trying to get it inside the D, and Luff has won a penalty corner. Well, Wasps scored from their only penalty corner so far. Can they do it again? This will be a real test for Curtin. Again, they conceded late in the first quarter. We are in the final minute of the second quarter. They would not want to concede now. It will be very important for them to make sure they keep this one out. Catherine Slattery goes to the baseline. Flynn again waits at the top of the circle. And this time it's Erin Flynn who looks like she'll be the runner inside her sister Kyra. Comes out. Kyra Flynn plays it to Slattery this time. Good block. That was a very, very good block coming in from Beard. closed down Slattery very quickly just as she was about to shoot. Good defence from Blair Beard, who was born in Hobart and won the under-21s championships with Tasmania back in 2009. Mistake in the defensive line, and Rursbrook gets the free hit. Is there one chance for Curtin before the hooter for half-time? And a penalty corner awarded by a professional foul. In fact, Curtin University were playing on quickly, didn't realise the penalty corner had gone their way. So now they have a chance with 1 second left on the clock to just reduce the deficit before half-time. They can throw everybody forward, and they are doing exactly that. Wasps players on the halfway line just watching on. As once more we see Kirsty Denning go to the baseline. Plenty of options. As doing the stopping again is Sarah Burns. Beard waiting, and to Beard's left is Rursbrook. Will they go to Beard this time? The hooter goes, the whistle is gone, so now they must inject. Stepping forward, it's a good block by Burns. Beard cracks it towards goal, and it's deflected in, and they have got the goal back, and that is just what they wanted. I'm not sure if it went off the stick of Slattery or whether it was in fact Chilella who got the final touch. I'm going to go with Chantal Chilella, and we'll try and get confirmation of that. But it is half-time here as the rain does indeed start bucketing down again. But Curtin University with that goal in the final seconds has really brought them back into this game. And as we go into half-time, it is Curtin University 1, Wasps 2. Well, the players have made their way back out as the rain continues to tumble here at the Perth Hockey Stand. The second half of this match about to get underway, and the scoreboard reading Wasps 2, Curtin University 1. A late goal in the end of the second quarter, and we started off with no balls out there for the start of this second half. Now we have 2. Rena Endo getting rid of one of those as the rain is absolutely hammering down. So Wasps getting the second half underway as comes wide to Ash Barbetti. Collected by Lily Petterson. She loses out and Slattery looks to burst forward. And that was a good pass into the path of Kate Denning, but it was just too far ahead of her. And she's having a good laugh with the Wasps bench at the moment. In fact, it's the Curtin bench alongside Kate Denning, of course, the player coach for Curtin. She's also been only a Curtin player, was the West Australian Junior Player of the Year in 2010, 2011, and won the Charlesworth Medal in 2010 and 2013. Also represented the Hockeyroos. So just asking the defending player for Curtin just to step back a bit. That was Katie Clark. Must be 5 metres from the ball for her own safety. And Erin Flynn, who has just been outstanding, looking to try and get on with things. She's penalised this time, and she got a bit of a scowl from Lily Peterson as she looked to play on and push back into the German player. Pedersen again winning the free hit for her side. Ball comes back to Beard. Beard feeds it forward now into the path of Sienna Archer, dispossessed. And it's a chance for Wasps to break forward. Pedersen coming back though, doing really well and closing down the option. And Flynn dispossessed by Rursbrook. And trying to keep that in play, but losing out was Katie Clark. Barbetti pushes it forward to Slattery, and Slattery up in the air she goes. Beard came away with it. She's given it straight back to Slattery though now. And there was a stick check there. Slattery tries to turn again, doesn't get the decision. Good defensive play this time from Kirsty Denning. Through the legs it went. Lovely little deflection coming from Chalella. And carried forward by Chelsea Turner. Turner though loses out in the end. Ball won back by Annie Buzzico in the defensive line for Wasps. So a frantic start to the second half and the third quarter. Curtin have had plenty of possession, and it's been possession in the opposition's half. They haven't managed to convert. Wasps with 2 goals really against the run of play. Good defensive play once more by Bree Johnson at the back for Wasps. That's a good pass forward. Melissa Luff though trying to just knock that one past Kirsty Denning. Denning though collects, forced into the corner, then just flicked it over the stick of Luff. Good play by her. And then just down the line it was played by Tanya Storer. Pettersen finding the foot. Free hit to Curtin. Storer over the ball. Katie Clark. Storer again from the side. It's days like this where it's okay when you're playing, it's just being a spectator is no fun, or sitting on the bench. You want to be out there keeping moving because it is cold, it's wet, and the rain is incessant. You can see it's beginning to gather on the pitch, but this pitch does drain very well as Pedersen tries to turn. Surrounded by 3 Wasps players. She takes the free hit quickly. Good pass to Katie Clark. Clark just outside the circle. Played it to the near post. Good defence again. And sliding in. I think that was more the surface than anything else. And Bree Johnson getting the free hit as Clark picks herself up off the turf. Barbetti now. Jumping was Chalella. She got to stick to the ball, and that was good play by her. Breaks now for Storer. Storer not getting the free hit, and a shake of the head from Erin Flynn down below us. She felt that was her free hit all the way. Coming together on the halfway line with her sister Cara Flynn and Sienna Archer. Rena Endo eventually decides to give them the ball back, just a little touch from her. There is really a lot of water now falling, and you can see we're getting splashes every footprint that the players make, but still the skill is good, and that was wonderful skill being shown by Sarah Burns. Into the circle it goes. Duguid off a line, another sharp save, and it's Endo carrying the ball out now for Wasps. She, in fact, was it Rena Endo? Yes, I think it was, on the far side. The light seems to have got very dull now. Thrown forward, bounces nicely past Beard for Slattery. Slattery looks to cut infield. Beard comes back. Slattery wins a free hit just outside the circle. Up California one week, rainstorms of Perth the next. That's what Catherine Slattery's life's like these days. Sure, she'd be much prefer to be in the sun of California. Once again, we'd just like to thank our sponsors, FMG, the Force in Iron Ore, Ausdrill, bringing more to mining, along with Danks Furniture, Tiger Turf and Kookaburra Hockey's #1 partnership. Katie Clark trying to turn, just dinked over the side off the stick of Bree Johnson. Unfortunately, Storer just getting underneath that one as she played it in from the side and creating danger. I have to watch that. Just coming off there was Erin Flynn. Slight little limp, as if she might have taken a little bit of a knock or just rolled her ankle slightly. Melissa Luff now bursting forward. Beard with a good stick jab just to take the ball away. Another well-timed tackle. Good stick work being shown by Beard. Infield she goes, and that was off the foot. Good defensive play from Curtin University. Blair Beard, who used to play for the Canterbury Lions in Hobart, before moving across to Western Australia. Kenzie Palmer, south passes, goes infield, gives it straight to Sienna Archer. Archer bursting forward. Archer, good pass through the middle. Brought under control, checking back. It was good play coming in the end from Branley. It's still alive inside the circle. Branley, though, in the end, the player penalised. Just didn't quite turn, or the ball didn't run quick enough for Branley to get it onto her forehand and get the shot away. Given away again. Annie Gibbs this time. This time it goes out wide to Katie Clark. Clark feeds it into the circle. Again, just dallying there and the shot not away. Duguid to a really important touch, and cleaning up once more at the back is Rena Endo for Wasps. Former Japanese international, hemmed in the corner. Ball taken away from her, but the free hit goes her way. Well, you may have seen during our sponsorship announcements that I've been asked to compile a history of South Perth women's, South Perth men's and the old Wesleyan Hockey Club. So if there's anyone listening and they've got a few stories, please feel free to contact me on the email address in those advertisements, because we're looking for information about all three clubs, and if you know someone that was involved, we'd love to hear from you. That's a good intercept again, just knocking the ball away from the danger area. It'll come back though to Blair Beard. She's got the chance to play it wide now to Sophie Johnson. Johnson advancing. Johnson still going into the circle. Johnson still going, and she's won a penalty corner. That was really good determination from Sophie Johnson, and it is a 6th penalty corner now for Curtin. Scored from their last one just before halftime. Can they get an equaliser now? Curtin currently sitting 2nd on the league table. Wasps sitting 9th out of 10 teams. Of course, none of the Hockeyroos players here today, as they're over in Europe about to do battle with Great Britain in the FIH Pro League. So Beard again at the top of the circle. Comes out, Beard stops it herself. Strikes, do good logging, good save from her. Will be another penalty corner as the ball just getting trapped underneath the goalkeeper. So second chance as the rain eases. Beard again, top of the circle. And that's a really wild injection that time. And Wasps have got the chance to counter-attack if they can move the ball quickly. Clever ball from Buzzico on halfway. And that was unfortunately from Barbetti intercepted, and it's Curtin who are going to come on the attack. Still forward for them was Kirsty Denning. Denning just pushing the ball out onto the right-hand side, deflected up off the Wasp stick, but deemed dangerous before it took that deflection as it was lifted by the Curtin player. Wasps, as I said, would really want a victory today just to get back to winning ways and improve their ratio so far. They've played 6, 1, 2, drawn 1, lost 3. Just 7 points. They are the defending champions. They are looking for a 3rd title in a row. And you've got to go back a long way since that's been done in WA women's hockey. Curtin, of course, who had a good spell of success. They're looking to also be amongst the finalists and try and lift yet another title come the end of 2019. Denning just playing that into the shins of Luff. Oh, given away, and there's a chance now as Kyra Flynn carries forward. Kyra Flynn on the backhand. This time it goes past the left-hand post. Well, that was a shame. It was good work by the player coach. He wanted to call a captain, but of course Slattery wearing the captain's armband. It's a very brisk pass played forward, and Branley was put under a bit of pressure to get that one under control. In fact, Curtin had done well to get the free hit from the side. In it comes to Sienna Archer. Archer again just doubling back and leaving Hannah Graham in her wake. And it breaks inside the circle, but it's a free hit. And much to the disappointment of Katie Clark, she's still continuing conversation with the umpire. And it's Wasps who've taken the free hit and look to go on the attack again. This time, though, they've just played it over the side, and it will be... Oh, no, they thought it was their ball, Curtin. It is Curtin ball, yep. But just taking it from the wrong spot. So Beard now plays it square, comes to Storer, Tanya Storer up the line. It just bobbled over the stick of Sarah Burns. Burns disappointed with that one, but I think it was actually the bobble of the ball was the thing that robbed her of possession. Beard will be closed down by Anjali McGrath. She got the pass away to Storer. And now there is a chance to break forward for Burns, and Burns draws the foul from Melissa Luff. Storer goes infield, comes back briskly from Annie Gibbs. And now Beard with a little bit of space. Hesitates and was closed down, but it slide pass up the side is a really good one to pick out the runner, Branley. Branley goes back infield, and now it's a chance for Gibbs. Gibbs, top of the circle, feeds it forward. Comes up off Pedersen, and it's going to be a long corner. It was a really good pass from Annie Gibbs to pick out Lily Pedersen, the German inside the circle. Played her hockey for Clipper in Hamburg. That's her hometown. And another free hit goes the way of Curtin. This is a dangerous moment for Wasps. They need to concentrate. Comes back to Beard. Beard may well just crack this one into the circle. She does. Ricochet comes out at Gibbs again. Gibbs carries into the D. Did she get a touch off her foot? Strong challenge. Gibbs again, and a penalty corner has gone to Curtin. Oh, can they turn this one into an equalising goal just before we go into the final break? It would really give us a grandstand finish. Erin Flynn making her way back to be one of the defenders for Wasps. There's a lot of conversation going on around the top of the circle for Curtin. Beard lining up as she has all match, and it was not a good trap, and in fact it was no trap really at all as it bounced off the shin of Sarah Burns, and the injection the last few times has not been good for Curtin, and they've paid a price. Comes wide now to Paris McGuckin. Hopefully I've said that right. Paris McGuckin. Had a spell in America with the American International College, played for the Yellow Jackets as they were called. On the ball now. Melissa Luff trying to turn, but Storer was in between her and the ball, and Storer in the end penalises. Erin Flynn comes forward, south passes. Looked to slap that one, but slipped as she slapped. McGuckin. Luff trying to turn, and it's going to break for Slattery, and the shot, oh dear. And that was, well, looked like it was on the knee. Just trying to see which player it is who's actually gone down. I think it was Sarah Brandley. It was indeed Brandley. Brandley's up on her feet now. And good to see Catherine Slattery straight away in there apologising. So it will be a free hit to Curtin. And they'll just want to get it out of the danger zone if they can. Although Cara Flynn thought she'd got it. And this time Slattery thought she'd got it. The free hits though going the way of Curtin. Kirsty Denning winning that second tussle with Slattery. And the hooter goes, and that is the end of the third quarter. So no goals added, still the same score as we had at the half-time break, but the rain has come down in, well, buckets, and hopefully it will cease in the final quarter and give us a real grandstand finish. But going into the final break, it is Curtin University 1, Wasps 2. Well, the players making their way out into the rain again. In fact, they didn't actually go into the dugouts. They stayed out there anyway. A few of the players starting this final quarter on the bench with towels wrapped around them, and who can blame them? And the physio wrapped up in waterproofs. And at the moment, I think Curtin, have they got an extra player? 4 or 5? Anyway, the final quarter underway, and over the side it goes. Slattery almost kept that in play. So can Wasps hang on and get a victory that they really need so they can climb up the ladder? Or will it be Curtin who come fighting back? At the moment, Wasps on 7 points, and below them they've got Old Aquinians on 3 points. Just above them on 7 points as well on the league ladder in 8th spot is North Coast Raiders with a goal difference of -1, and it is Wasps with -3 at the moment. And then in 7th place, also on 7 points with a goal difference of 0, is Melville. So Wasps would really want to get another goal if they could today, just to improve that goal difference, and hope that Old Aquinians and Melville might lose. But they're going to have to, I'm sure they'd just take the victory as well. And take us back to the interview pre-game where Chantal Chilella was saying that the biggest problem with Curtin is consistency. And if you look at their form coming into this game, they'd had some good wins. They've only had 2 losses, no draws. And they had a very good win last week. Don't count them out though yet. Storer over the ball. Oh, rather clumsy tackle, we'll say, on Sarah Burns. Storer again comes forward. That's a great pass. Really good pass, picking out Chantal Chilella, but that's a really good tackle, just taking the ball away. And now there's Erin Flynn with a little bit of space. She looks up. Defenders closed down, but she played it straight to Kirsty Denning. Good skills again being shown there by Sarah Burns, who's coming more and more into the game as it progresses. Ball there with Sienna Archer. Archer driving along that baseline once more. We've seen her do that all afternoon. Dispossessed though, but possession given straight back to Curtin University. And now it's Sophie Johnston, plays it down, looking for the runner, Pettersson. It just ran away from her. The Wasps need to be very careful with those balls out of defence, that they don't just hand possession straight back to their opponents. That's a great steal. And it's going to break inside the circle. Great running, across the face of goal, and in it goes. They've got the equaliser. Brilliant skills by Katie Clark, combining so well. And who should be there at the back post but Chantal Chilella? And she makes it 2 apiece. Just in a perfect position. And a really good run though by Katie Clark. Clark, the captain, the inspiration there for the goal. And if ever you wanted your captain to lead from the front, that was a prime example. So the question now is Wasps, can they get another goal and take the lead back? Into the circle it goes for a long way out. No touch there, and Tompkins has not had that much to do in recent times. Chilella unmarked at the back post. You'd be asking defensively what happened there, who was meant to be picking her up, and I'm sure Coach Chris Munro at Wasps will be looking at this replay of this game, and he'll be asking exactly that question, how she was free just about a metre from goal. Unfortunately that didn't fall the way they were hoping. It's going to come wide now, and Erin Flynn, who's been a creator of several goals for Wasps, sliding in was Endo at the back post, but just couldn't get the touch she was hoping for. We've now got a number 25 come on for Curtin, but there is no 25 on the team sheet. I'm just wondering if it's actually Ruth Brooke has changed her shirt, because I haven't seen her out there much in this second half, so I think it may well be that that is the case. It's a long corner anyway for Wasps in the meantime, as we're into the final 10 minutes of this match. Denning pushes it wide, and it comes to Sarah Burns. Burns just plays it off the Wasps player over the side. And slowly inching their way forward. Denning again. Oh, takes a tumble there, and Wasp player penalised, apologising straight away. Lost though in the middle. Erin Flynn has got Slattery to her left, Luff to her right, goes to Luff, Luff into the circle. Luff takes it close towards goals, deflected in, and Melissa Luff gets the goal for Wasps. It came off the stick of Sienna Archer, but it will be Luff's goal, and Wasps have reclaimed the lead. Luff with a second of the match, and that was unfortunate for Curtin. But it means they've got it all to do again. And Slattery coming forward now, trying to put pressure on, and the play out of defence has seen the ball go back to Wasps, although they're going to get the chance to retake that. That's a little bit fortunate. Beard, good ball from her. Lovely turn from Chilela. Chilela turning Barbetti with ease, and they're having to be helped out defensively. Good work from Bree Johnson again. So Melissa Luff is another one of those players from the Southwest. Played her hockey initially for Mandurah Hockey Club. Was born in Pinjarra. Interesting thing is that now takes Luff to 6 goals for the season. She's the leading goal scorer for Wasps. And they've not had too many goal scorers. They've had Melissa Luff, Slattery and Hebiton coming into today. And if we just add Rena Endo, so 4 goal scorers for them all season so far. Whereas if you look, they're just spreading the goals around a little bit more evenly for Curtin, and that's what you need usually if you're going to be a championship winning side. Denning, another good turn. Slattery thought she'd stolen that fairly, but umpires felt otherwise. So Curtin pushing now to try and find an equaliser again. Denning, top of the circle, ricocheted up off the stick of the Flynn sisters. Not sure who got the final touch. Out it comes, and a great block as Gibbs tried to play that one into the circle. So Wasps now, Chris Munro down below us, bellowing to get the players up, and a half-court press. It'll come wide now to Sienna Archer. Archer just to stop and then played it forward. Barbetti brought that down brilliantly and feeds it forward. That is a super pass. Hannah Graham, though, dispossessed by Beard, who's been good at the back. Beard thought she'd got the free hit. Play on as now Cara Flynn. Wow, that's another really well-timed tackle when it needed to be absolutely perfect, and it was Gibbs who came up with the tackle for Curtin. Carried forward, and Peterson, it's a lovely first time shot coming in from Katie Clark, and Elizabeth Duguid doing really well coming off her line, closing her down. Clark to get that on target did really well. The ball was running and she was running across it, struck it well, but there was no real pace on the ball into the circle either. So well done Katie Clark getting that shot away. Lizzie Duguid doing great work in goal for Wasps. She's kept them in the game. Several important saves as Wasps trying to break forward again. Endo it was, feeds it to Slattery. Slattery, 2 players around it, gets the foul. That'll be taken quickly by Erin Flynn. Erin Flynn advances towards the edge of the circle. Really well-timed tackle coming in from Sophie Johnson. Gives it away, and now it's Slattery. Free inside the D, across the face it went. And so close to a 4th goal for Wasps. There was plenty of pace on that, but unfortunately for them, coming in at the back post was Keely Heberton, and she just couldn't get the touch. She was in the right position. I think the ball must have just either had too much pace or just went underneath her stick. So looking for the high press now as we're into the final 4.5 minutes. Wasps winning possession back and trying to get that killer blow if they can. And that was just too far ahead of the tireless Flint. Good skills again from Sienna Archer. Equally impressive from Katie Clark. And Clark is a competitor, there's no doubt about that. Goes forward now, and this one should be kept in play by Hannah Graham. It is indeed. Graham into the circle it goes, and Tompkins clears it. Graham got a touch, I think. Yes, she did. She was ruining that because it would have been obviously Wasps' free hit from the side. Buzzico keeps it alive as she intercepts now on halfway. That's great defence. Just stepping out and making sure she got the ball. Really good defence again from Sophie Johnson. Endo just turning into Sarah Burns. Endo getting the free hit. Umpires, I think, just Curtin are taking their goalkeeper off, so they've got the extra outfield player. So they are really going to go for it. We've got just over 3 minutes left, and it's bold to do that when Wasps were on the attack. And Slattery with the ball. Slattery continues to go, gets a free hit. So what a time to take your goalkeeper off. You might do it when you're in the other team's half, but when the team is really on the attack, it's bold. But I suppose you've got to make sure you've got enough time to make that advantage. Slattery looks to try and get round the back. The long corner is won by her. Kyra Flynn now. Being told to put the ball on the line. Of course, this eats up valuable seconds as far as Curtin are concerned. Buzzico lucky to get away with that one. Gets past 3 and then eventually stopped, and Curtin get the chance to break out of defence, but it's Endo who's penalised. So Curtin with the extra outfield player. Can they make it count? Good run down the flank. Oh, she's got past Buzzico. That was brilliant by Archer. Archer pushes the ball into the circle. Chilella would do good to beat. Lifts it over the keeper. Great defensive cover in the back from Rena Endo. Well, Endo did superbly, and I think there's questions whether that should have been a penalty corner deliberately played over the baseline, but I think Endo was literally running back and just took that wide. Archer first times it into the circle. Barbetti brings it down. Chilella trying to steal it back off her. And a penalty corner goes the way of Curtin. There's big cheers from the bench down below us. Can they turn this into an equaliser? Chantal Chilella, she really showed her class there as Dogood came out. Of course, she played for Wasps in 2004 when they won the premiership. Chantal Chilella has been 6 times winner of the Jackie Pereira Top Goal Scorer Award, so knows a thing or two about scoring goals. So Beard has Chilella alongside her at the top of the circle now. Chilella stops. Chilella will strike first time. It's just wide of the post, and a sigh of relief. In fact, no, penalty corner. The umpire's called for a foot off the Wasps player, and Wasps are asking about that one. I think they're saying, well, whose foot did that come off? And Rena Endo, who's the first runner, saying, well, it wasn't my foot. The only other possible foot it could have caught was Bree Johnson, who was by the post, and I'm not sure it touched hers. But anyway, they've got another penalty corner to defend. Chilella stops again, top of the circle. Endo does brilliantly. It'll break for Chilella again. She shoots this time. It is wide of the post. So good work again from Rena Endo, the first runner, coming out, closing down Chantal Chilella. Barbetti just belts that one forward. There's nobody that far forward for Wasps. trying to cut infield. Well, Sophie Johnson managed to find the foot of Keely Heberton. Heberton's the lone player forward, stolen by Endo. Endo tries to turn, taken away from her again by Sarah Burns. Burns plays it to Petterson. Petterson infield again, that's good to Gibbs. Gibbs, though, just lost it momentarily, and now Cara Flint. And that'll just do anywhere up the pitch, and that'll go out for a 16. Screaming for the ball is Blair Beard. Beard wants to take the 16 quickly. Time is running out. We're in the final 30 seconds. Stolen by Wasps on the halfway line. And that's great intercept from Gibbs. Good skills being shown again from Katie Clark. Clark battling away. Clark gets the free hit, takes it quickly, drives towards the circle, shoots, ricocheted up. It's going to be Slattery who sweeps it over the side. That'll kill valuable seconds. 2 balls on the pitch, quickly getting one off with Storer. Gibbs plays on, loses possession. Storer wins it back, tries to crack it into the circle, but the hooter goes, and Wasps hang on for what has been a fabulous victory in a really exciting match, and credit to both teams. It's gone one way and the other. Curtin University with plenty of attacking, but in the end it is Wasps who prevail by 3 goals to 2. Final score, Curtin University 2, Wasps 3.